Alright, so in a moment, I'm going to pretend that I'm Jane, and we're going to walk back into a physical therapy office. And so the first thing that will happen when Jane sits down with her physical therapist to prescribe the mTrigger is that they'll open up the app together. Well, they'll get to a home screen and be presented with 4 different options: train, track, play, and settings. So the first thing that they'll do is they'll go into the settings area of the app, and it's here that Jane's physical therapist can define for her exactly the routine that he would like for her to complete in terms of repetitions, contraction length, as well as the intensity goal, meaning the total percent of Jane's maximum capacity to flex her muscles that the physical therapist would like for her to use during these exercises. So let's save these settings and complete a training session. Before we do that, we're going to have to calibrate the device. In a minute, I'm going to press the Begin Calibration button, and as I do this, I'm going to be prompted to flex my muscles for 3 seconds. So what just happened there? The software is talking to the hardware, and together the mTrigger is finding out a little bit about my unique body type, and it's determining my threshold strength, my total maximum and minimum strength, which is going to be important as a reference for the mTrigger app throughout the rest of the demo. So let's complete the calibration and establish my minimum strength. Relax. We can begin the exercise. So on this screen, we see the primary exercise area. In a minute, I'm going to press start, and I'll be prompted by the label above the start button to flex my arm and then relax it at the interval that was set up in the settings area. So I'm flexing. And as you'll see, when the bar turns blue, that's indicating that I'm meeting that intensity goal. Now I'm relaxing. I'm flexing again, holding it for as long as my physical therapist asks me to. And now we've completed a training session. We're immediately prompted to save that session, so let's go ahead and do that. And we're taken to the track screen. So here we can review all of our past sessions. Jane's definitely been very diligent about her regimen. And we can zoom in on our graph to see a second by millisecond review of our sessions to help our physical therapist determine whether we're meeting our goals and staying on target. And so now for the fun part. Jane's just completed a training session, and she'd like to really supplement that with some gaming. So we can go ahead and use the calibration data that we just got from the previous step, and we can press play, where we are transported to the mysterious red planet, and we're piloting the mTrigger spaceship. Now notice when I flex my muscle, the spaceship goes up, and I can relax. I glide through the valley, it goes up again, and then I relax. So I'm doing basically the same motion that I was just showing you before on that track screen, but it's a lot more fun and engaging. The pilot's life really depends on my completion of this regimen, and so I'm incentivized to do my absolute best. So let's go back for a second, and let's check out our high scores. Again, all high scores are saved across gaming sessions. We do have the option to share them via Facebook and Twitter to help encourage a little friendly competition. And then we can bring it back home, where we can complete additional training sessions, change our settings, or what have you throughout the 12-week training session. So I'll turn it back over now to Abby.
So I'm going to speak about the regulatory aspects around mTrigger.